you, and you know a lot of things you might be practicing, and a lot of things you already know. It's just that we'll just together discover what is communication, how communication is such an integral part of a teacher's life or teacher's role. You as teachers, how you can handle various situations with effective communication. What are some aspects of good communication? How can technology support you in communication, and so on and so forth. We'll look at certain aspects of the certain types of communication and so on. But in the process, we'll do a lot of, I'd love to have an interactive session, and feel free to, raise your hand and share your thoughts as and when you feel like. I'll be asking questions. You can respond either in the chat box, or if you want to say something, just raise your hand and I'll ask you to unmute and you can share your thoughts. Okay. So to begin with, let's start with a very simple introduction exercise. What I want you to do, teachers, is introduce yourself with a twist. So wait, I'll just tell you what you need to do. And we have had some lovely responses in this section. You will introduce yourself in the chat box. So write your name, and also along with the name, write a word or a phrase that defines yourself as a person. So, in the chat box, just all of you write your name along with a word or a phrase that defines you as a person. It could be like very hardworking. So, your name, and if you're whatever is that that adjective or adverb or a verb that you give yourself. Can you please start responding? Let's see. Yeah. Yatri the traveler, lovely. Muskan Sheikh, enthusiastic. Rita Masani, friendly. Friendly Rita. Okay, very nice. Yes, please. Let's see. We have 100 teachers. We need 100 responses. Nice. Yes, please. Princey, helpful Princey. Okay. Resourceful Robbie. Rutsar, dancing Rutsar. Docile Daisy. Hardworking. Write your name also, Ada, friendly, okay? Mika, emotional and hardworking, okay? Okay. See, it's very important to know ourselves to be a good communicator. What is our personality? Learner Jigisha, friendly Raksha, okay? Very nice. Rachna ma'am, if you're not able to hear you, would you please, I request you to kindly rejoin, because I think most of the other teachers are able to hear me. Ma'am, please rejoin, leave and rejoin. I think there's some issue at your end, ma'am. Requesting, Rajeshwari, if you can directly reach out to Rachna ma'am and ask her to rejoin.
Ma'am, actually, I am also not able to hear you too well.
Not able to hear me too well. Okay.
There's a break.
It's breaking in between.
Okay, so let me switch off my video and come back. Just give me a minute. Yeah, my net is good, but just. Okay, is this better?
Yes, ma'am. For now, it's better. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just quickly check the connection. This works better. Is this better now with video? Somebody?
Yes, ma'am. For now, it's okay. I mean, if there's something, I'll just raise my hand.
Okay. Yeah. If this is working and if you're able to hear me, great. Or I'll have to maybe switch off the video and come back. Okay. Okay, teachers, thank you so much. Thank you for your responses. Yeah, lovely. Okay. And courageous Khalifa, very nice. Thank you so much, teachers, for your responses. For the next activity, because we are talking of communication, And we often find ourselves in situation where effective communication is very, very important, right? Charming Cynthia, lovely. So let me, so this is our next activity where you are asked to manage some of these school situations that I will take you through. And what you have to do is, respond about how you feel. Okay, you are asked to manage these school situations where efficient communication skills are required to accomplish the task. How would you feel before, after, or while doing the task? Use words or emojis to respond in the chat box. And if you want to share something, just raise your hand and we can ask you to unmute and you can speak. Okay, teachers. Okay, let's go back to stop. Yeah. So this is the first situation that we are looking at. You are a teacher of primary grades. Principal calls for a special assembly that was not planned. You have to communicate the same to all the children of primary grades and ask them to reach for the assembly in a single line without making any noise. Remember, there are board exams in progress and your school is the center for the same. So teacher, this is a situation in your school and you are supposed to handle this situation. Key is how you communicate and how you manage the whole situation. What I want you to do is respond about, how would you feel? And if you want to share something, just raise your hand and we can ask you to speak. Otherwise, please respond in the chat box. How would you feel before, after, or during the situation, this task, while accomplishing this task? Teachers, you can respond in the chat box or you can just feel free to speak. Yeah, some responses, please. Have you understood the task, teachers? Confused, okay. Confused about the task or about the situation, ma'am? Sheetal ma'am has a cooperative, okay. Okay, before the task, you'll feel a challenge. Could not get the situation. I will re-share my screen. Okay. Here is the situation. Okay. Can you see it now? Yeah. Okay, so how would you feel? Yeah, before Rita ma'am is saying, before the situation, I feel challenging. Okay, what? And then think of an easy way to manage. Yes. What would be the easy way, Rita ma'am? What would something, what is key here? Okay, divide the work among the colleagues and would calmly take the situation. So first you will communicate with your colleagues and ensure that the children reach the assembly without making any noise. Would anybody feel curious because this is a special assembly suddenly called by the principal? Yeah, Sheetal ma'am has emoji. Communication with the children is necessary. Yes. Mutual communication. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Tell the students importance of the situation. Relaxed after. Okay. Great. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's look at the next situation. And I hope I'm audible. If not, just let me know. Okay. Okay. Let's look at the next situation, teachers. You are a high school coordinator, senior teacher, vice principal, principal, or somebody senior in school. Today, you are responsible for addressing the parents of grades 10 and 12 before their upcoming board exam. So board exams are just around the corner. What your job today is to address a group of parents, in a conference or an auditorium. These are all anxious parents. And after the address, you will also take their questions if they have any. So you'll be interacting with them. So how would you feel, teachers? And again, before overwhelmed, okay, Daisy ma'am is saying overwhelmed at the beginning, yes. Okay. Okay, this was for the previous one, okay. But for the second situation, how would you feel, teachers? Would you feel overwhelmed? What are other, and how would you handle this situation? What would be key to communication here? Address them politely, okay, responsible, yes, yes, yes. What would be the key to communication here, teachers? What is something that you really need to, yes, make them relaxed a little and then kind of help them understand their role as parents, okay? Okay, okay, feel free, okay. Help them overcome the fear of boards, yeah, yeah. Help them satisfy their queries, okay. Calm and hopeful, like it, yeah. A big responsibility, yes, and you have to be very, very prudent and friendly, absolutely. Positive approach. Your approach is positive, their approach has to be positive, yes. See, the whole idea is there's some kind of anxiety, tension in the room, and you're responsible to diffuse them, tension, and ensure that, you know, children and parents are all ready for the exams. And yeah, and also talk about how the students can do really well, just that support is required. Yeah, very nice. Thank you so much. So again, communication becomes the key here, right? Anita ma'am, you want to share something? You want to say something? Anybody wants to say something?
Hello.
Amit, yeah,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Please go
Ma'am, it would be like we can tell them both the positive and negative points that too calmly. The thing should be like it should be simple. They should not feel it as hectic. We should not feel it as hectic, and we should also see the parents because we may have dealt them so many times, so it will be easy for us, right?
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
the feeling is you are responsible, yet you have to
Yeah.
diffuse and be calm and quiet, right? And the
Yeah.
communication, the way you speak and the way you handle their queries without getting anxious is going to be the key, right? Yeah. Thank you so much, Amita ma'am. Appreciate it. Okay. Right. Okay. We also going to give feedback maybe later. Here it is more motivation. Okay. Situation 3. Situation 3. You are a middle school teacher. You have to communicate to all the students in the middle school that they are getting a special treat from management of the school. All the students will watch a movie screening in the auditorium after the lunch break. So how will students react to this message, and how would you teachers handle the situation such that there is no chaos when they reach the auditorium? Teachers, how would students feel when you give this, and how would you handle? Students will be excited, absolutely. And then what is your role? Overjoyed, yeah, students will be overjoyed. And how would you handle the situation? Happy, yes, yes. Students will be happy and overjoyed. Oh, they'll cheer loudly, absolutely, yes. I love it. iPhone. I don't know your name, but yeah, students are smiling, teachers are little stressed. Yeah, Sheetal ma'am, we will join, but we can't make noise, so we also have to be responsible. They'll be happy and shouting, yes. Yeah. Right. I love the emojis that was sent by iPhone. I don't know your name. If you can change your name, it would be nice. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Teachers and students will be happy. Absolutely. It's a nice gesture. But yeah, we have to maintain discipline as well and be mindful. So without killing their joy, without killing the joy of students, we have to tell them that, you know, how they can reach. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, teachers, for your. So here the communication will be assertive, where you will share their joy, yet ensure that they're not disturbing the other classes, and ensure that they reach the auditorium in, you know, in a proper disciplined way. Yeah, okay, Yatri ma'am. Thank you, Yatri ma'am. Thank you. Okay, the next situation. Yeah, can take help of monitors, absolutely. Okay, the situation here. Now this demands little attention, teachers. And this you might have faced or you can come across such situation. You are conducting a parent-teacher meeting. This is one-on-one meeting that you have with parents. One parent steps in for the meeting. You try to tell this parent that the child might need some special attention and will have to be assessed for a learning disability. The parent bursts into angry tears. How would you handle this situation? What is key here? How would you handle this parent? Teachers, any thoughts? What would be key communication factor here? What would you try to do? Teachers, some responses, please. Very cautiously, yes. Yeah. So how would you handle this situation? First, make them feel normal. That is actually listen to them, listen to their worries, okay? Positive part of the child first. Yes, Daisy ma'am, we want to provide them remedial, but we also have to make the parent understand that we can all help together, okay? Motivate the parent very patiently, try to be friendly, okay? Try to understand their situation. Being empathetic, empathy really goes a long way, motivate them. Okay, we call the senior peer for further guidance. Yeah, that's also a good idea. We and parents will both help the child and we have to explain that. Yes, we have to show positive concern. Yeah, yes. Yeah. One of the key aspect here is to build that trust and friendliness with the parent. Maybe you might have to listen to their worries and then bring that confidence in them that it is possible to, such situations where children do learn. So yeah, patient will listen to them first. Yes. Calm them down, offer a glass of water, be polite. You can't hurry. You will have to give that parent some listening ear and some time. Yeah, we can handle the situation together. Absolutely. There are constructive ways to handle this situation. Trying to get into their shoes. So important, right? These are so important aspects of a communication, finer aspects of communication. The last situation, okay? And your school is preparing for annual function and you need to communicate and coordinate with your colleagues multiple times and together plan an event for school. The situation will require working in a team to plan and execute the event well. Okay, how would you manage this situation? What could be the key aspects of communications here? Teachers. See, remember, this is the annual function. You are working together to ensure that the event goes well. And you will be communicating with your colleagues multiple times. What are few things that, yeah, dividing the responsibility, coordination, cooperation, suggestions, discussions, encourage, okay, planning. We need to plan well. We need to understand each other, okay. Teamwork, coordination, yeah. Continuously share updates, yeah. Constant, yeah, absolutely. Creative thinking, yes. Dividing responsibilities. Yeah. Discuss, plan, discuss, deliver. Appoint leaders, maybe, yeah, okay. Yes. Okay, discussion. Very nice. Yeah, organize and divide work. Yeah. So teamwork, understanding each other, asking others' opinions, discussing, formulating a plan, dividing the responsibilities, ensuring that each one is responsible and accountable, constant communication and information sharing. all of this will together make possible. Anybody wants to share, say something? Zara ma'am, do you want to share something? You want to say something? Anybody want to speak? Just unmute and speak. Anybody? Okay. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. So these were some situations that, that requires a, certain communication efficiency. And that's why I brought this up here. And I would like few of you to share your thoughts. One, how did this activity make you feel? That the questions that I'm asking now after the activity, this is like a debrief. One, what was your thought? How did this activity make you feel? Two, what according to you is effective communication? And as teachers, what is the role of communication in your life? Anybody? I'm going to stop share and then we can take up few responses. Right. So anybody, how did this activity make you feel? What did it trigger in you? What had any thoughts about the activity that we just did? Anybody? Teachers? Why did you think did we go through this? Yeah, real situation talks. It's a two-way communication. Okay, what was the trigger for you in the activity? Communication is the key to handle. Yeah. Okay. Anybody wants to share something? Want to speak up? Just share your voice. Who had a talk with emoji was great, because sometimes where words can't describe, the expression does. Yeah. See, the idea of this active was to help you start thinking about how communication is such a key aspect, and communication is just not words or just not speaking. There is so many finer aspects to a good communication, right? Listening, giving feedback, planning, teamwork, all this together makes your communication complete, right? Okay, so what do you think is effective communication, and what is the role of communication in your life as a teacher? Yeah, discuss practical things. Right way of communicating in different places. Yes. What do you think is effective communication? Just what is communication and what is effective communication as teachers? What are some aspects of effective communication? Anybody? Okay, convey message, write at different place. Okay, convey the message in a way that it is understood by the receiver, right? Okay. Okay. Right, Tuksar ma'am. It's a very nice way to put it across. Yeah, it's important that others understand what you are saying. Effective communication means to make others understand whatever your thoughts are. Yeah. Yeah, can help solve doubts. Short and simple approach. Okay. Okay, great. It's a two-way process. Yeah, absolutely. It's a two-way process. Yes. Okay, teacher. So the next question is, what is the role of communication in your life as teachers? How important is communication as teachers, and why? Listening is communication, yes. Great. So I'm going to take a quick pause here. It plays a vital role in our lives, yes. Help to know the students well, okay? Okay. Okay, understanding each other, yeah. Okay, exchange of information is key. Okay, teaching is possible through communication. It helps in building relationships. It is observed in every part of teaching. So correct, so correct. Yeah, it helps in building trust and relationships. Yes. And remember, you don't only communicate with students, you also communicate with other stakeholders, right? Yeah, it creates a better learning environment. Absolutely. Okay, teachers, thank you so much for your response. But before we move ahead, Okay, we are at a position where we need to handle different categories of people, young, seniors, so it's very important. Okay, I'm going to take a quick pause. Rajeshwari wants to share something with you guys. So we are going to take a 2-minute pause. Rajeshwari, over to you.
Thank you, Shipra ma'am. Teachers, I'd request you all to just fill this Google form because we wanted to take attendance. I'm posting a Google form. Please fill it quickly and come back.
So Rajeshwari is posting Google form on the chat. It's
It'll just take a minute, yeah.
Yeah, it's an attendance form. Please fill in the form and we'll take 2 minutes break. 2 minutes pause and you'll fill in the form and then we can continue and we can go into the next part of the session.
Teachers, I request you to please fill the form immediately because the responses will be closed in by the time the session ends. So please fill it up. Thank you, Shipra ma'am.
Shall we continue?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, teachers, while you, just give me a quick thumbs up if you have filled the form. A quick thumbs up, a response, maybe a reaction. Yes, thank you, Muskan ma'am. Only I think Muskan ma'am has filled up the form, is it? Yeah, 3 ma'am has filled up the form. Okay, right. Yeah, just Char ma'am. Okay, we have teachers who have filled up the form. Great. Very nice. Okay, so let's move ahead. So yeah, we were discussing communication and let's see what communication is. Okay. Very, very good. Thank you so much, teachers, for your responses. Okay. And as some of you said, a lot of things about communication, it is exchange of information, exchange of ideas, the way somebody should understood what we say. Let's look at what communication means. Okay. So effective communication is it's a process of exchanging information, ideas, or opinions between two or more people. The exchange can be in a verbal form, in a written form, in a visual form. It could be in multiple forms, but there is some sharing of idea, information, opinion happening between two or more people, between one and one people, one to many, many to one, and so on, right? That is communication. The key here is to convey information or share an idea in a way that it is clear, it is purposeful and mutually understood. Clear, the clarity, what you tell is what other understand, and there is a purpose in it. If you are simply gossiping or talking or chatting about somebody, that's not communication. That's a simple gossip. That's a chat. It's a chit chat. It's not a communication. A communication has a purpose. Okay, right? There's a reason for communication. So that is effective communication. It could be, again, as I say, communication can be in multiple forms, and you can use tools and technology to communicate. So it could be emails, it could be messages, it could be you explaining a concept to students. You could be you talking about you're giving feedback. It is about your parent-teacher meeting. All this is communication. So some of the characteristics of effective communication are your message has to be clear, your message has to be correct, it has to be precise, it has to be complete, it has to be reliable. You have to be very considerate of the recipient. You have to put yourself in the recipient's shoes, like, based on the situation. And also be mindful if you're passing the message, somebody else's message, be mindful that you pass the right message. Don't add your own stuff to that message. So all of that becomes very, very important for effective communication. Yeah. Any questions, teachers? Effective communication, it's a process, it's an exchange of information, idea, opinion. It's a process, it's an art where there is a purpose, there is clarity, and there is mutual understanding. Okay. And while in the process, you need to be clear, correct, complete, precise, reliable, considerate, and empathetic, right? Okay. In terms of teaching context, communication, as teachers, somebody said, as teachers, you have multiple roles to play. You are teaching, you are sharing information, you are giving feedback, you are talking to parents, you are giving updates to your higher authorities or trustees or principals